I'm not generally a hobo person, but as I'm watching and wearing this, I'm like falling in love because it's got just the right amount of structure that I can imagine myself wearing this like every day.
Yeah.
You know?
It really, and it looks elevated. I mean, it just looks so
super cool.
It looks so expensive. You know, I hate to say it because I'm not a designer that typically does contemporary bags, but when she's wearing it with her outfit, it looks very contemporary.
Yes.
When I'm wearing it with my outfit, it looks very classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
So isn't that cool that you can have a bag and for different personalities, all of a sudden it can, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you wouldn't describe my brand typically as contemporary, but she is just rocking it completely contemporary.
Yes, I love it. There's something about that braided handle that adds to that too, you know? It gives it some texture, a little more vibe to it. It's certainly the smoothness of the leather and the shape. I mean, it's the quality of the leather that just gives off that rich, it is yummy.
Yeah,
and then we got another mother and daughter team.
This is so cute.
That they just another example of it, where she's got that rosewood one on, Mama does, and a little bit
nautical,
navy
kind
dress.
of a knit nautical.
Yeah, and it just looks fabulous on her. And then her daughter, who's in her 20s barely, that this bag really looks great on her too. Look at how beautiful that printed bag looks on her. So I love that we're showing it today, especially with Happy Mother's Day, everybody out there, in all these different ages, because whether you're in 20s, the 40s, maybe Mama's in 50s, or I don't want to say shit, and then me in the 60s, right? But
and we're not telling you my age.
But this bag just becomes who we are.
Right, right.
It really does. It's not, it's just, and all I can think about is the leather.
That's amazing to design a bag that works for such a range of ages.
Yeah,
not
I'm
so
really happy
specific.
about that.
Yes, exactly.
So, I mean, it really does. Can we show the leather?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Let's go.
Let's show the leather because...
By the way, the reason I decided to wear the rosewood is because it ain't going to be around later on today. And I wanted to put it on. I wanted to enjoy it for just a minute at least.
Well, you know, I love to bring the hides, and we started doing this, I don't know, probably about 6-9 months ago, because I want to show you that what you're getting with a Patricia Nash bag is always full grain, top grain leather. That, I mean, look at it. It's dyed all the way through. I mean, it's almost as beautiful on the back as it is on the front. And it is just, you could see all the highs and lows on it. So when you get this bag home, you're gonna have areas where it's gonna be a little more grainier and some that are a little smoother because it's the top grain of the leather, which is what makes it so beautiful. And over time, it'll get softer and softer. Look at this cognac one. This looks like that beautiful pair of boots that you might have in your closet you probably had for 10, 20 years. Maybe you had the heels put on again or the soles repaired. I mean, this is the same thing will happen with this bag. And over time, this bag will get highs and lows and it'll look worn. And you can use leather paste or oils or conditioner on it if you want, or if you love the way it ages, which is like what I like, you can just have it like that. Here's that beautiful rosewood. Look at that. And again, that's dyed all the way through. Isn't that beautiful?
Well, explain why it's important that it's fully dyed through.
Well, sometimes it's important, like if you got a scratch or something on your bag or whatever, you wouldn't see this whiteness or this yellow color underneath it. You'd see the color of the bag.
And in inexpensive
then when you want to
bags,
buff it out with a cream or something, you can do that. Because, you know, things are going to happen with your bag, but there is remedies to that you can keep it looking just like this for years to come. Harbor Nights, I love this print.
So cute.
This is a print from a vintage dress that we found, and it depicts the harbor and the Aegean Sea coming up into a port in Greece. The whole family, Jennifer and her 4 boys, and my son and his 3 kids and their spouses, and my husband, we all went on this yacht that we had with a chef. It wasn't a fancy thing. It was an old wooden Turkish boat.
Oh, cool.
And we went to all the local islands. We didn't go to all the touristy places, all the local ones. And we spent a week out there. So we saw it in the mornings, we saw it in the sunset, we saw it in the dark. And this Harbor Nights is that. I mean, you just see that color of that blue there and that little mango that represents the light. and then the little red on the fishing boats. It's just absolutely beautiful, but I think it's so wearable.
Oh, very
so
wearable.
wearable. You can't even tell. And then Aegean blooms.
This I
is
think
just
is stunning.
Just look at the flowers here.
So pretty.
And I love how you described it earlier. You said this is something you could use all year round because it has that kind of antique-y patina look to it, you know, with that background being really casual and kind of vintage looking.
Yes.
That it doesn't, it's not like this bright, springy, like, oh, you know, floral top or something.
Yes.
This is something that's so earthy that you could wear this all year long. Look at all the beautiful colors. I love the balance of those roses and that lavender in there and the little blue and mango. And it's just, it is one of my favorite prints, new prints.
Pretty.
It's just absolutely stunning.
And again, you know, I think what this, the chances tonight is to really own a gorgeous bag. I think a lot of times, you know, sure, we'll spend money on this and that, but boy, having a beautiful bag that's gonna last you for years. I mean, you have people come up who've collected your bag since 2010.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, Patricia Nash, oh my goodness, I love your bag. And she'll do trunk shows at different stores. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, your bag's just the best. And it's still holding up beautifully. And I love it. These aren't so precious that you go, oh, I'm only gonna take them out when it's, you know, the perfect weather outside.
Right.
These are bags that are built so beautifully that they age like a fine wine. The more you wear them, the more they take on your personality, the more they actually look better with age, which is really amazing. But again, that goes back to the quality of the leather. It goes back to the fact all of her hardware, all these pieces you see are made custom for Patricia Nash. She doesn't buy just off the rack hardware. All of this is made. All of this is handcrafted, which is even more exceptional when you really think about this amazing price tonight. Again, we are taking $100 off the regular price, and that by itself is kind of a starter point for your handbags.
Right.
I mean, $225, $249, what have you, is kind of where she starts, and then it goes way up from there. She just did this amazing offer for her 8th anniversary and for us here at HSN exclusively. So it's a great night to own an awesome bag because it's the one thing that we invest in that we carry all the time. It's our signature. It's an extension of our personalities, but it's got to be the workhorse because our whole epicenter of our life surrounds our handbag. You know, you ever forget your handbag somewhere and go, oh, I forgot my handbag.
Absolutely.
Why do we panic? Because our entire life is in our handbag. But why not wear something that's exceptional and invest in a bag that you'll wear for years and years and years to come?
And you know what? We also have to have a bag that works for us.
Yes.
It's got to be functional. It's got to feel comfortable on our bodies. It's got to be versatile. So if we have that dress on and we don't want to crossbody against our silk or cotton dress and get it all wrinkled, we've got an additional strap. If we want that moment, but if we're really busy and we got our cash clothes or clothes that doesn't matter and we're having this across our body, hands-free because we've got dogs or kids or grandkids or whatever it is, we've got it. And then a flat bottom that really sits up nice when we're trying to get in and out of it, or that easy pocket on the back. This is a bag that's got all this beautiful, look how much leather is in this bag. I mean, look at how all this supple leather. But then we also have the size of this. This is gonna absolutely hold whatever you need it to hold, whether you're traveling, you're going to and from work, whether you're with the kids and you got their snacks in it and everything else in it. I mean, this is gonna hold everything you need and be lightweight. That's another big thing, isn't it? We don't want a bag that starts to be heavy to start with, and then we fill it up and it's killing our shoulder or our crossbody. And then I love a bag that when we don't carry too much in it, looks cool.
Yeah.
And this does with this slouchy look.
We're talking about, I love the look of Hobo because Hobo it's chicer, it's younger, it's really youthful looking, but I hate sloppy hobos. I hate hobos that just puddle on a table. Honest to God, it drives me nuts. But I love it because you kind of get that groove, you get the hip look, you look a little more youthful with a hobo, but you still got the beautiful structure because of the design. All right, I'm gonna show you the interior, guys, and I don't know if we can get the camera over here to show it. Thanks. Also, gotta give you a quick update. The pouch, absolutely everybody's going crazy over it, all right? Just want to give you a little heads up. It's on FlexPay. We've got free shipping on all the Patricia Nash bags today, which is amazing. We love free shipping. The pouch, I have a whole lot less of these than I do the Today's Special. The rosewood, are you ready for this? I am not kidding you. This rosewood's gonna be gone. There are 80 left in the rosewood, guys.
Oh my goodness.
But I do have the other prints and the other solids, but if you want that rosewood, this is not gonna make it probably through this hour. This bag will not make it through the day. Again, just that, and I think it's an exceptional color. I think it's something that we probably don't have in our collection. You might not. Maybe a black, maybe a brown, maybe you've got some base colors. This one is like, you know that really fancy expensive shoe that has the red paint underneath it? It's like
something.
Leblani. There's a couple syllables to it. That is what this reminds me of. You see that hint of red, and immediately you go, I know what that shoe is. Like, you know the shoe. That's what this reminds me of, seeing that wink of red that's just sexy and beautiful and just super high-end luxe. So again, rosewood, you're all loving it, and I love you, love it. All right, we're gonna go on the inside, Miss Patricia, if you don't mind.
Yes,
because you
please
take as
do.
much work in the inside as you do the outside, which
we
I
do.
love.
First of all, if you haven't had a Patricia Nash bag and you first you see that zip on the front, right, or which is on the back, but we're showing it on the back.
Tons of stuff.
If you haven't, yeah, it is. It's a deep pocket. If you haven't owned a Patricia Nash bag, this lining is like a faux suede camel lining, a colored lining, and you could put your sunglasses in the elastic pockets on the side, and they don't scratch. It's just a beautiful lining. You can see everything in it. Wipe it down with a damp cloth, no worries about it. But it is a deep bag. Gorgeous. This bag you could put in an iPad in there. You can put in a smaller computer in this. I mean, it is really, and I love the big mouth on it. So if you're wanting to put in an umbrella, a big water bottle, just bulky things, you don't have to kind of like squeeze it in there. You can just throw it in there like you would a tote bag.
Yeah, and this, by the way, isn't even begin to be full.
I mean, look at that.
I know, I mean, it just...
He's putting it in there.
It all just fits in beautifully. Just stick it all in there. My phone's gonna go right there. And there you go. Okay, a couple more accessories you might wanna think about. Number one, we have these pom-poms that are so stinking cute, I can't even stand it. But to give you an idea of how great the value is, this pom-pom, and if you were to get an all leather one with all this craftsmanship, it's just the coolest